WPAlpha. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the onboarding steps that's important for your site. Basically, the system has a facility where it can lock down and secure your site. So there's some simple steps to take here where basically the web hosting platform will protect your site from common attacks and common problems. So I'm logged in here into the backend and I've got my site up here, and you have this sidebar, which we talked about in some of the other videos. It might be closed like that. So just click it to open it and you'll see there is a WordPress option here. So load that up and choose the site. I've got more than one site here in the profile. So I'm going to use the WPAlpha site, and you'll see this is kind of like the WordPress manager. You can also access it here on the left-hand side. So what we want to do, so we're on the dashboard, and you'll see here security, fix vulnerabilities. So we want to do that. So there's two tabs here. I'm just going to ignore this one for now, WordPress vulnerabilities. What we want to do is this one here. We want security measures. So what this does, it basically does a scan of the site and has a look at any security holes or security problems. And so I've already applied it to this site, but if it's a brand new site that you've got on, or you're migrating a site, a lot of these will be unchecked, like this forbid execution of PHP scripts in certain folders. So basically you want to go through and enable as many of these as are relevant, or all of them. So you can just click to do them all. I just have one here disabled. So on this site, we've done them all. On our WPAlpha site, we've done them all. One is disabled because we want to be able to edit files in the WordPress dashboard. But basically, if we wanted to block that, we just highlight it, click secure, and it will take maybe a minute or so. You'll see in the bottom right-hand corner, it's doing stuff. So yeah, 10 seconds, and it applied that security measure. So you want to do that for almost everything in here, or all of the options in here, and that will lock down the site and basically protect the site from basic attacks. You'll see here changing the default administrator's username. So by default, WordPress comes with the username admin, which is vulnerable to brute force attacks, so that changes that. Block author scans. This is a way to see users on the account or in the WordPress instance using author scans, so it blocks that. Blocking access to particular files, you see there. Enable bot protection, so that's an easy one. The web server will block bots. These ones here disable PHP execution. You'll see a couple of these. This protects you from hacks. And if you've got a standard WordPress instance, you can turn all of these on and it won't break anything. Be mindful of this one. If you have a WooCommerce site blocking XML RPC, that might break some APIs, so just be mindful of that one. But for a typical, just a static WordPress site, you can enable that and it'll block a lot of just malicious traffic hitting that. So that's pretty simple. So just run that one time and that's done. And that will, protect the site from basic attacks. If you get any issues after doing this, it's easy to revert it. So, for example, if I wanted to disable that option, I disable file editing. That was the one, and I can just hit revert and it will undo that change. So really simple. Again, takes 10 seconds or so, maybe up to a minute. There we go. So that's already done in a few seconds. So that's it. Pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, just log a ticket with our support team and the guys will be happy to come back to you. But that's a very simple way to kind of protect the site, reduce load on the site, and just get rid of some of that garbage traffic, scrapers, crawlers, and malicious traffic that's probing the site for holes. So yeah, I hope you found that useful.